You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming, guys. That's brilliant, bro. Cut that all out. No. No, that's beautiful, bro. Do we want to close the door? Yeah. We could always edit little things out as well, like for whatever. If you guys see something, definitely.
Well, the Uber beers must
We got Jimmy Brings.
Jimmy Brings. So we've got. Wait, I'll show you.
So, guys, welcome to Reuben De Melo. Talk with York.
Cheers for having me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
Cheers. Finally, kick the kids off. Now we're back.
Yeah, we had about 20 minutes to just interview the kids. Might release that in a separate episode.
Yeah, now you know what the missus and I feel like.
I know what you guys go through every day, and she's got another one out there as well.
Yeah, she has. Yeah, she's got one on the tit.
Oh, no. She was multitasking. She let us in as well. We locked herself out. I was like, she can do it all.
Yeah, pretty much. I wish I had tits. No.
I do.
I'm kidding.
I do. You want to touch him? No. Touch? No. How's your nipple game?
Yeah, well, it's pretty good. Zion still has that affection with it, you know. I don't know. Every time I go take him to bed, he'll just play with it for a bit, and then I'm just going, man, wrong mummy, bro. You know,
no milk in that one, bud. Oh my God, the joys of being a parent, eh?
Yeah, exactly, man. And it's weird. It's this most awkward thing when you know when you play with it and it goes hard, and it's just like, well, what do I do with that now? It's just, wait, this is awkward. No. Hey, can you give us some time?
Yeah, please, Malachi.
Olivia!
Please. Oh, no. Thank you so much. You're a good boy.
Just lock the door. We're gonna lock the door, mate.
So when are you releasing your own reality TV show? Just you and the family every day?
Oh well, I wish I had someone with the camera just following us around. And,
I feel like you'd hate that though.
Yeah, probably would.
You'd get over it. You'd get over it eventually.
Yeah.
When you got no privacy and shit.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you're trying to keep up with content, and like music nowadays is just all about content, dude, you know, like you know exactly what I mean.
No, I do.
People want to see what you're doing, they all of a sudden everyone feels like think they know me, they know the story of my life after the show, but
and some of the stuff they put out wasn't even true or whatever. Like they get a few typos and stuff here and there and shit.
But from my perspective, I think they did me a solid, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty awkward on the mic and pretty weird in front of cameras and stuff. But they didn't really try and change any of that. Maybe I wore a few things that I wouldn't normally.
Just some quirky, bit of extra quirky stuff.
Stuff.
But you go for it. You know what you're there to do.
Yeah, that was just a little bit outside my comfort zone. But other than that, at
least you tried it.
Yeah. And they did me a solid having the family there as well. So I couldn't really complain of that. But like after the show, a lot of people tap you on the shoulder, turn around, and get photos with you and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I'm surprised by how many people actually invested in it, and how many people were invested in my journey with the whole thing. And I thought my journey is pretty average, to be honest with you. Like FIFO worker, just working to pay the bills.
Normal fucking just Aussie bloke kind of vibe. Yeah.
But the cool thing is, if people value that, then they should value themselves as well, because it is the background people, it's the everyday people that make society work. Like all I did was rock up on the show, like all I did was rock up. 100%. They dressed us, they put in hair and makeup. All I did was sing, man. But no one really sees the guys behind the camera. How massive were those cameras?
The production's insane. Isn't it? Yeah. And there's multiple just like giant monster, just like literally like human-sized cameras and stuff. And it's like
they're like, everyone's like, dude, you killed it without the guitar. Did you feel a bit awkward without it? Like
everyone wants to ask questions, and then here I'm like, let's ask questions for an hour straight.
Hey, how'd you feel walking down the stairs?
Yeah.
And like, he's seeing the camera guy. I was walking backwards, doing pirouettes and
and he wasn't even holding it, bro. It's like floating, levitating around him as he's like moving around, and he's just like got Neuralink chipped into his head and shit.
No one really talks about these guys. It's good to give him a platform.
And you know what? It's so true, because you're talking about content, and realistically, like, it's just a massive content opportunity as a creator, to go on The Voice and get content, I guess, you know what I mean? A lot of it is what the benefit you're going to get from it is the content that people consume from it. So unless they make that TV show, no one watches it. And it's like, a normal creator might just be using their iPhone to make a quick video, but these guys are putting on a fucking show, bro. Like you said, the makeup, the fucking everything.
Yeah.
Sets a standard, hey?
Oh, definitely does. Well, it's that's the whole point. The whole reason I never really got invested in this show was because I thought that showbiz and music and showbiz would never work hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since I've been on it, I've realised that I've been able to meet people like artists that I can relate to, and also other people in the background. Like you have heaps of Boilermakers, heaps of riggers out there, which is what I was a rigger on site. So everybody putting in the work to make something creative, rather than, because every opportunity to create has an equal opportunity to destroy. So whenever, like, they're using a destructive sort of work complex to create amazing sets, you know, and it's nice to go, holy shit, it's a good.
Do you mean like going through the grind of, like, you know, the FIFO lifestyle, and, like, you know, sometimes the shitty rooms you're in or the food you eat or whatever, the monotony of just being away from the family and all that, and then you channeling that to create something beautiful from?
Yeah. Well, basically looking at what the people in the background were doing.
It's like country-esque kind of music in a way, kind of thing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
just like,
It just felt like, they were doing what I do for work, but they're actually creating sets for people. You know, like, rather than pulling machines out, putting new machines in to pump the tons. Yeah, they're incredible sets, you know?
yeah, they're insane. Yeah. Just watching that whole side of the production, does that inspire you as far as, you know, I could do something next level? Does it just open the vision out of, like, damn, like, okay? Or does it make you go, now I just want to fucking be in a van and travel around and just keep it low key as fuck, because I see what that actually takes.
What it really allowed me to feel, this whole journey allowed me to feel, was people. So it allowed me to feel that everybody was invested in my music, in my journey, and they got something real. You know, so I don't have to be fake. I don't have to be. I can just be the awkward me on TV, and people will just resonate with that.
It's already been. It's been like, people have given their approval of, like, you were out there, an honest version of yourself.
Yeah.
And it was accepted. Not only accepted, but, like, you know, it was received with, you know, like, pretty much across the board. You know, people had your back out there. And
exactly.
They related with what you're doing.
Yeah, and it felt like
it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, just I feel like I'm in good hands, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And wherever I go, I'm sure. There'll be gigs, there'll be people with this certain expectation of you, but I know they expect nothing but originality, which is what I felt like I was doing on the show. I didn't really say anything. I probably said a whole bunch of dumb things that they probably cut out, and which
just talking smack up there. Just like, they cut heaps of shit out, eh?
Yeah, which is good.
Did they cut a fair bit of stuff down from your chats? From what
I
you saw?
barely
You keep it pretty short, bro. You keep it short, sharp, and shiny anyway, bro.
I think they were looking for more stuff for me to, like, more emotion and stuff like that. And
you're like, nah, bruh.
I just couldn't. I don't know how to be emotional in front of camera. I've cried at a couple of funerals, you know, but, like, for very brief moments. But
yeah, not a big crier, eh?
No, I don't know. Yeah, well, I'm working on it.
but I love what you're saying about the authenticity, like that. But even if you're authentic, it's like, we've still got our flaws, we still got our thing we're working on our journey. So it's like, you're just being the real you, but also you're like a blokey bloke, and, like, and part of that, and I've experienced it as well, is like, we don't really cry as easy and stuff like that. It's, you know, in some ways you're kind of hardened to not cry and stuff a lot of times. So you can be authentic, but still be struggling to show emotion, but you're still being authentic. Yeah. Just being open about it.
Yeah.
But so the fact you're able to go on the show and that you're able to be authentic and then be accepted, did you have a fear before that, I'm not sure how people are going to receive me? And then after, it's like, holy shit, all right, cool. That's a weight off my shoulders because I can just be myself.
I never cared about how people were going to receive me. I cared about just, am I going to forget the lyrics, or am I going to not feel the song today? Like because there are times where I let the nerves get the best of me, and I don't feel stuff, obviously. But then I will never I'll never be able to express myself. Yeah. Like, this was a once in a lifetime opportunity where I can actually express myself rather than perform, which is what I want to do. But I didn't want to feel like, looking back on that moment, it would be something that I didn't feel. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the whole time,
you're always going to be in it. You're always, because but it's what you do. It's not like you sing in the shower and then someone's going to go on The Voice. Like, you're out there gigging. You've got music out there. You know, you've been songwriting obviously for a while. You've been putting it together yourself as a singer and an artist, songwriter and stuff for a while. Like, I'd kind of consider what you do kind of singer-songwriter in a sense. It's a lot of things, but it's like definitely a lot of, like, singer-songwritery vibes, a lot of acoustic-led stuff and some beautiful, like, guitar work as well. Yeah. So like, what's that kind of message now I guess you just get to share that message of like, hey, I mean, I kind of love how Aussies support that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like how Aussies really just want to support the relatable sort of Aussie bloke who's just, like you said, you didn't think that. I mean, you said it yourself. You didn't think it was going to blow up or whatever. You just thought you're a normal guy.
Well,
and then people love you.
Well, exactly right. But it's crazy because it wasn't just like, obviously this was pre-recorded, the show.
Yeah.
But Aussie supported it later on. But who first supported it and supported the idea of it were probably the people putting it all together.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the people,
the
producers and like
other artists and stuff.
It's easy to slam, but at the end of the day, like as artists, we don't really know how we're going to be portrayed on this sort of stuff. But it's
you trust them. You got to put the trust in their hands.
But it's important to know. It's like a contract work. It's important to know all these shows. The people there working, they're putting the food on the table. They're editing. They're doing videos. They're going home, providing for their families.
Nah, mass shout out to all the team, bro. Honestly, like they made it a dope experience. Like, you know, being backstage and like I think when I first maybe met you we were maybe just waiting to be filming. It was just a filming day or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I usually like to sort of meet most people. You know, like I'm not just gonna like have a chat with a couple of people and then, you know, I like chatting to people. And I was sort of looking around. I was like, oh, who's this guy chilling over there? And I'm like, I don't think I've had a chat with him or whatever. I go say good day and stuff. Came over, had a chat. It was just chill as fuck. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's just a fucking chill Aussie bloke. Like, are you from the country or anything? Or
well, pretty much coming from Perth.
yeah. Compared to Sydney or whatever. Right?
Yeah, compared to the city life, I love the old country drives and just a simple life is my kind of life, dude.
Because you give me that kind of. But maybe it's also like being FIFO as well, because like, I knew a lot of FIFO workers growing up in the country. A lot of country people like end up doing FIFO and stuff too.
Yeah.
But it's sick. So how's moving on from all that? You know, how's the touring things going now? And back to the content thing, even a little bit like what's the kind of plan as far as doing this tour and how to capitalize off it? Because it feels like for me personally, anyway, it was like they're not going to shoot me into superstardom necessarily, but they're going to give me a good platform to get myself out there, and then you can make out of it whatever you can make out of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, you getting the win, you get the biggest bump, right? So you experience that as well, and I'm sure you've had a growth in followers and all that sort of stuff. But it's not like, bang, you've got 1 million followers overnight, and you never have to worry about stuff again. Like, you still got to, you know...
Yeah, well...
You just keep... Because you were able to quit your job, eh?
Look, I'll
put it on hold or something.
I'll be completely honest with all yous. I went straight to work after the win.
Yeah, fucking go, big boy.
I went straight to work, and because I honestly didn't want to. This wasn't in part of my life for a long time, and I don't just want to go here, mate, and resign. See you guys later. You know, I just want to go and make sure I kind of do the righty by the boys there and just say, see you later, man. Like, thanks for a good time and stuff. But I didn't really know how to communicate that, because when I'm up there, it was just this awkward time, and this one guy comes off a forklift and he goes, hey mate, you don't realize how prestigious the show is, do you? What are you doing here? We didn't expect you to come back. The superintendent, Jeff, he's a legend. He came over and had a chat with me, and he's like, look man, we'll always have you back. If you ever want the shirt, you can have it back.
Fuck it. You don't want to burn bridges and shit. What? Just because you won the Voice now, it's like, fuck you boys.
Yeah,
it's like they're all your mates forever. Fuck you boys. I'm on the fucking Voice.
No, but you
doing
like,
that shit, eh?
Deep down, it's like this sting.
Some people would though. I swear some people would, bro.
But
fuck yous.
Yeah, but that's the respecting. Like, I mean, some people would. Like, it's cool to be a rock star and do all that sort of stuff. But that's your ego, man. Like,
it is.
Like, I would hate to work with people who goes, oh, fuck you, man, and throw the paper.
I've got money and clout now. Fuck you. It's like, that's the most shallowest reason to just like tell someone to fuck off.
Yeah,
I've got money and clout. Fuck you.
Yeah, but guess what? Everyone's still working.
Yeah.
Like, who am I to go? I'm so special now. I've just won the Voice. Everyone's special too. They're making money to provide for their family.
Right.
They're actually. That's such an honourable position to be in, dude.
Oh, fucking
like, you bust your ass, you go home and put food on the table. That's honouring that. And some of the guys will die on the way to work. Some of the people...
What's the most honourable thing you can do as a man kind of thing? Or, you know, these days, a woman as well.
Man, woman, whatever. As just someone... It's been a provider and it's been of service, I think.
Yes.
Somehow, like, you go to a coffee shop, a cafe, like just earlier today.
Yeah.
Someone, there's a barista made the coffee. Was like, thank you, have a great day. And the bloke goes, oh, is this my coffee? And then just turns around and walks like, where's your thank you back? Well, I wanted to chase this guy down, but like, thank you back, motherfucker.
You're bringing the family values back to the main streets of Sydney. Man,
it's just a service. It costs you nothing.
Yeah.
Just to appreciate, you know.
Yeah.
And people are trying to buy so much time nowadays.
Yep.
And no one has it. But you know what? How
But
about
you do,
take
but
some
you
time?
do, bro. But you
Yeah.
fucking do. It's just priorities, isn't it? You know, I think we're so inward facing and we're so stressed out. Crisis, you
I
know,
think the beers are here.
housing. What beers are here?
Yeah.
Jimmy's here.
Jimmy's here.
Maybe
Picking
take
up your
Take
order.
a quick second to get the.
Is this the right address?
Hope so. Ain't no one else gonna be drinking our beers. 11/36 Ralph Street. Is it Ralph Street? Ralph Street.
Yeah.
They should be here. Yeah, because they might not know
I
to
did.
come
I did
in.
tell him. He didn't try to call me or nothing.
Is it Uber? Maybe Olivia's.
Yeah,
grabbed it.
maybe it's outside. Yeah, you know, priorities. Priorities.
Fuck the.
Lock yourself out. You can put a pot plant. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I like it. I like this. Hang on, let's just sort this Jimmy Brings thing out first.
Jimmy Brings. That's
Jimmy
one good
Brings.
thing about Sydney is
I see Jimmy.
inside the Uber.
People sing that to you when they see you and shit.
Um,
But I mean, you went straight back to work, so you haven't really been trying to live up that celebrity life necessarily. You're just trying to keep it humble a bit.
Oh, I don't even know what humility is. There are days where, like, he's such a humble bloke, man. He's so humble. Oh my God, he's so humble. There are times, where I just want to go, man. There's so many people that have met me, think they know everything about me. The amount of times I've hung my boots, like, you know, not chased music and focused on work and my safety net. And there are people now that go, oh, don't forget where you come from, man. Stay humble.
I know.
I'm like, bro, you don't understand how many times I've just forgotten about music. I've said, see you later, and focused on work.
Yeah.
And now I'm finally giving it a go, and you have people going, oh, stay humble, stay humble. Sometimes I don't even feel humble, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone
You're just being
portrays
you.
me.
You just feel like you're just being normal.
I feel exhausted. I feel exhausted because I feel like, you know, one foot in front of the other, like a horse. You wake up, get kids ready. And every parent gets it. Like, you know, it's something I am blessed with. I am blessed with the opportunity to be a dad, to be a provider, to have a memory to leave behind for my kids, which is the voice stuff. I may not leave anything behind, no money, whatever. I don't know how this is going to go. We could all, I mean,
I don't think
know,
anyone
be
is
war
these
tomorrow.
days, bro. I don't think anyone. Well, that's
Like,
true.
look, we're in a part of
These drones. Have you seen these drones or whatever?
We're in a part of the world where we have the privilege to sit down in a studio.
Yeah.
I have the privilege to sit in
insane.
front of the mic and not worry about bloody bombs today. You know, this is such a trivial topic, like winning the voice. It's huge for some people, but we're so secluded.
Right.
But guess what, man? I wouldn't care about this somewhere else in the world.
But people project their excitement onto you, you know, because they sit there and maybe like for them their priorities are that they love the voice and they're really invested in it, and then when they see you, they expect you to feel that same way. Whereas you're like, I'm a guy that loves music, that took an opportunity, and I just tried to just like maintain myself the whole time as the same bloke.
Yeah.
Like you're not like I mean you don't seem like you're just on your own sort of. I don't want to use the word humble, but it's just
use it.
but people want you to be jumping out your skin. Hey, we got the beers. But people want you to be jumping out your skin a little bit. They want you to be like, oh my God, guys, thank you so much. And because they see that online. Oi.
These are your favourite ones, eh?
Pretty much. A taste of the old South Australian.
Yeah, is it the sediment on the bottom?
You got to roll them.
Cool.
You know you got to roll them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's going on. I've got a lighter. You know how you got to give them a roll?
Got to roll them on the virgin knee, like you're doing. The virgin thigh.
The virgin thigh.
Like the cigars.
Don't make me bend you over this thing. Tell you off. No, you've been behaving yourself so far. No.
They see me rolling.
They drinking. Jesus, bro.
This is a funny shot.
That's so good. Hang on.
Sweet.
Do I have a lighter?
Yeah. Oh, you got nipples. Where's Zion when you need him?
Hey,
I'll try.
nice,
Yep.
Ethan.
You want?
Oh shit.
You want to?
I can do it for you.
All right.
I want to see if you can. You got the. Hey, yeah. Fucking knows, bro.
Like pros.
No one realizes what just actually happened right now. Like, that's two blokes and just showing that we share a culture.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
South
he knows
Australian
the trick. I know
Perth.
the trick. Yeah. We're not too dissimilar, bro. So
I was just drinking my mic there for a second. I was like, hey, which one am I talking to? Hey, mate, how you going? How you going?
How you going? G'day, guys. Welcome to Talk with Your.
Welcome to Talk with Your.
The
Oh, shit, sorry.
Bubs. The Bubs.
Meet my friend Mike.
Michael.
Michael.
Me and Michael. Let's try this. Oh, that's good, eh?
Yeah, it is beautiful, man.
That's good beer, man.
Yeah. Next time I'll get you some bush chooks from WA.
Bush chooks, yeah?
Yep.
They got some. Are they gross? Is it like
No.
the West End? Do you know? Have you had West End?
No, like the VBs.
VBs.
VBs are like wannabe bush chooks.
Yeah.
Sorry, Melbournians
Bush chooks
and
are dirty.
Victorians.
BBs are too good.
I'll chook it up.
Too good.
Too good compared to bush chook.
I am a bush chook.
No, pretty much. What were we talking about?
Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
I forgot because the beer's so damn good.
Is it cold?
Cooper's Pale. Yeah, it is. It'd want to be.
It's so good.
Imagine
actually.
that. But all right, so we talked about the humility side of things, because but really, isn't it kind of just more of like it's kind of an Aussie blokey kind of way of being. Like, I feel like I see it in other blokes and stuff like that, and you do see it sometimes in country or tradies, FIFA workers. There's a kind of like stoicism almost that you just adapt like, as a bloke. You just you don't show too much emotion, because in a sense, showing too much emotion can be like showing weakness and stuff like that in some ways.
Yeah.
And we just try and be strong sometimes in a certain kind of way. Because
Well,
if you're at the funeral and everyone's bawling their eyes out and you are,
Yeah.
it's like no one can really lean on anyone because everyone's going crazy. But if some people can be like a rock,
No.
I think guys sometimes have been raised, especially in the past, to be a bit of a rock.
yeah, I reckon that's.
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
Look, at the end of the day, say everyone tells you to be a man, don't grow up, be a man, and sometimes I don't even think a man knows what a man is
Nah.
because they come from women, right?
Okay.
And
Damn.
and so there are times where we just like we'll have our moment. Like I cry sometimes, especially when I before going to work or whatever. Like and I don't bawl my eyes out on the dinner table.
Yeah.
But you turn around and just shed the old tear, like shit. Man,
Absolutely.
going tomorrow, fuck. 3 weeks or whatever it was,
Big stints, eh?
But then you just have to do it. When you get there, guess what? Your brotherhood's there. They greet
Fuck
you,
yeah.
and then you're there. And you feel like you're not just alone. You're not the only one leaving their family behind.
Yeah.
There's so many other people, and you get so good at leaving your family behind. You hate it. You get so good at it, and you feel the brotherhood, and you smash it out at work. You have your beers, and you go straight to bed. You know, and
You do it all
and
again.
then-
You just do it all again.
and you do it all again, and guess what? You've forgotten what you work for. You've gotten so good at work, you go, oh shit, my kids are growing up. Mally's now 2.
Right.
What the hell?
Yeah.
And I missed everything. His like birthdays. I missed him first time he was walking. I never got to see that. Olivia sent me. Luckily, she caught a video of it, and I just had that hindsight. And it's good to be a provider, but it is also good to be there. And for a lot of people out there putting in the hard yards and working away, now you got FaceTime and being there when you're home. Like sometimes I go back home and I wasn't really present. I was just in work mode or talking about work and just being miserable, man. I wasn't a pleasant person to be around. But actually being there, taking your time off to be there, and there's so many broken relationships. Like for me, I've got songs out there. I'm leaving something behind. Look, I might not, like I said before, I might not be leaving a mansion. I'm working my ass off to provide. We've got the house. Might not belong to me. I might still be paying it off at 80. I don't know. I don't know how the world's going to work. But I was constantly trying to get ahead and not leaving anything behind for my kids now. But now having my original music out there, like think about Malachi. I was growing up one day, going through some stuff and listening to Dad's music and going, oh, Dad was going through that too. He doesn't talk much, but I feel him,
Oh yeah, you're there. That's your spirit, in a moment in your life, and that's the thing. Like we don't always show emotions, but if you look or listen, you can see that it's getting out there somehow. Like you obviously channel your emotions through your music, and then you can be very vulnerable, as well. So it's like I think that's a good thing. Like we're trying to figure out what is a man in the modern day society, and I think it's good, and I think we have had to cut some of the bullshit out as well because blokes can be fucking idiots as well, and we all can, whatever, like we all can, but I think we're trying to figure out like what is the modern version. And I think part of it is like art and culture and stuff, and like having some way to channel your emotions, whether like you're a boxer or an artist or something, actually just channeling your emotions in a healthy freaking way, because guys do tend to aggression and stuff sometimes. They can tend towards aggression behavior and stuff, and if you can channel that, you can make some beautiful shit. I want to say congratulations on the big win as well, by the way.
Thank
officially,
you, bro. Yeah, cheers. I reckon my first win was the family.
Hey,
and
For sure.
the second win was meeting amazing people like yourselves on the show, and
Love
the third win was actually getting the $100,000.
Yeah.
and just kind of paying off some bills, and not only that, also like hanging out with Leanne Rhymes and stuff like that, dude. She's awesome, man.
Oh, dude, she's cool, man.
She is so
she's
cool,
so
dude.
supportive.
Yeah.
And she's massive, like as far as fame or whatever. Like she's
Yeah.
huge. She's in America, but she still gives so much time and energy
Yeah,
to
it
like.
hasn't
just,
got to her head, dude. Like it's for someone who's been in Hollywood that long.
Yeah.
I mean, Hollywood. I don't know what it's American Hollywood. I just call it.
Yeah, it's all Hollywood to us,
And someone who's been in that for so long, to be still so down to earth.
Yeah.
Really awesome to see.
She definitely did not go to any Diddy parties. She's one of the good ones.
Yeah.
But all right, so. Scoop, you don't have to answer this, but the 100K and stuff, like I think people might be curious, like, because people don't know. They're like, oh, can you only spend it in the studio? Are you able to like pay your rent with it? Are you able to actually use it for whatever you want, or is it like, and I don't know, maybe you've signed an NDA and you can't talk about it or whatever. But
no, I'm not. What's Zach Bryan? Yeah.
Like everyone knows you won the 100. Yeah, Zach Bryan, yeah. He's crazy, yeah.
Sorry.
But everyone knows you won the 100K or whatever. You won it in front of the whole country, so. Like, can you just do whatever you want with it, kind of thing?
Yeah, dude. Like it's
Sick.
It's crazy. Like
sick.
I was at work and then. Like I said, I went back to work and I kept scrolling my bank account, refreshing it. Like, shit,
like what
where
the
is it?
fuck?
And then I keep forgetting.
Did I sell the house? Did I?
But the girl, like the people, and the producers, they wanted the money to come out, but I haven't been replying to emails. I just thought the money's going to come straight into my account. Apparently, I had to do some documents.
Forms and shit.
I had to give them my BSB and account number.
Oh, tough life, eh?
Man. And then when it finally did, I just spun out, man. I just couldn't believe it was there.
Oh my God.
And the first thing I did was I went to the casino. Yeah, blew it all away.
100K on red.
No.
Couple of fucking dirty chooks and straight to the cast.
Pretty much, yeah. What did I do? I just dug a hole and buried it in there and never touched it.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Save that for retirement, bang, you're good to go.
We went to the financial advisor and did the boring stuff.
Nice.
We got debts to pay, bro. Heaps of them.
Yeah.
And especially the Telstra bill, I haven't paid for like 3 years, nothing. But not really.
You just stop paying, they stop calling eventually. It's all good.
And then you realise you owe them your firstborn. He's
And
now a
your secondborn.
telemarketer. Hello.
They just like selling off to China and shit.
Anyway.
I'm trying to run with it here. I'm just gonna run with it. You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy, man. You put some premises out there. I'm like, damn. If I got to one up this, I got to go out there. Like.
No,
but that's great. Like you can, it's like a grant essentially, and you can just sort of like you can spend it on. I'm sure you're gonna record some music with it and all that kind of stuff, and you're just gonna.
No, you can spend it on anything. So what I've chosen to do is put it aside to. So we're trying to create an offset account to kind of obviously pay the interest. I don't know how.
Right.
I'm not financially minded, but
that's why you go to the accountant or whatever.
That's why you go to the financial advisor and see.
Yeah, sick.
Instead of just quickly paying your debts off, how do you use the momentum and the money to kind of do something with music? So that's why we're doing this tour. And by saying Olivia did pretty much everything. So she's my wife. Olivia's my wife.
She's managing the show,
and she's
we picked up on that.
She's running the three kids and also managing me, which is pretty nice because
she's got 4 kids. No.
Yeah.
Big kid.
So but what's crazy about it all is that she's actually an incredible songwriter.
Oh yeah,
and she's got music and shit on like
she's
YouTube.
talented as shit.
Man, and
power couple, like mad power couple.
Yeah, well, I don't feel. I feel like I don't feel like a couple. I feel like one of her kids.
One. No, I actually met because I met Liv before I met you there, and we were having a yarn, and she was showing me all your stuff, showing me your music and shit like that, and then she's got music as well. You guys have done songs together.
We've done.
You got some great songs. You got some great songs together. It's inspiring for me and Jen. We want to get some stuff out there as a duet as well. But yeah, no, you got a sick sort of family unit going on. I guess that's going to be huge.
Thanks, dude.
Because you're essentially taking the business, because you're already making a bit of music, a bit of money on music, just gigging, right? Like just doing gigs and stuff. But now the business is going to a whole nother level, essentially, right? You've had a huge cash injection. And it's like, how do we grow this music business to a whole nother level that wasn't possible?
Yeah.
Or do you just keep doing what you're doing?
Yeah, we got to step up a game, like in a way, and also because I didn't. It's not just stepping up. You're not like at a fish market trying to sell fish to randoms. It's you're trying to.
Damn, bro.
No,
Big money in the fish game.
Yeah. Said the blind man.
Just salmons for days.
Said the blind man in the fish market. Anyway.
But no, that's sick. That's sick. So because you're doing. Let's move on from that then.
Yeah, what was I saying? No, just saying. I didn't realize, first and foremost, I didn't realize how many people invested in me and how many people really liked that heartfelt, really feel the music and looked through and found my originals and stuff like that. So,
well, it's not watered down pop and stuff. This kind of stuff that you're doing, like you're not going for this sort of like super generic mainstream sort of market and stuff. You've just stayed true to like a sound that feels unique to you from what I can hear, and it's not formulaic. It doesn't feel like, I think, is probably the thing I'd say about it. It doesn't feel formulaic. That's why I like the singer-songwriter sort of. That's what I get out of it, because that's like the thread across all of them. It's like there's different vibes. There's psychedelic stuff. There's all sorts of like rock and roll and stuff vibes, and there's like soul and there's like all that shit. But I feel like what ties it together is it's you sitting probably with an acoustic guitar and starting to flesh things out. Like that kind of vibe.
Lyrics. Yeah, that's spot on, dude.
Yeah. So how big does it go? What's the big dream now, right? Because it's like you can actually start to dream even maybe bigger than you thought, because
but
shit's
look,
going.
when you're a kid, you're dreaming, right? And you're dreaming such massive things, like
arenas and shit.
But as you turn into an adult, your dreams sort of become realistic, small dreams.
Yeah.
And as you grow older and older and older, so right now, my dream, I'm already living it, dude. Like, my dream is, look, I'm a kid again. I've got 3 kids.
Yeah.
And now I feel like a kid again.
Amazing.
Like I'm able to dream like a kid again.
Yeah.
And just because they're dreaming, because they're dreaming around me, and just because of the love I get every time I come home. And my dream now is slightly different. It's slightly less. There's imagination and stuff there, but it's more about just flying, like in terms of music. Just releasing music and let it being out there, and also empathizing with a lot of people around the world. So there are people out there who may not have that ability, or may not have that perspective that I've sort of got at the moment, and to be able to just do that, maybe relate to others.
There's a freedom like that you feel like you have now, like just complete freedom, like
I've
just
got
like a horse running through a stallion running through a freaking. Yep.
What's up? Ingrid's phone has run out of storage.
All right, we just had a little break there, and we're back. Still. How are you going for beer?
Very good. About the same amount. Look at that.
Yeah.
Well,
drinking slow.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that trick when you smack it?
No, I'm not gonna do
it.
it.
Have you seen that one?
Beautiful couches.
No. You've seen that. You know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, bro. Let's talk. Let's talk new music. I think that's probably that's the main thing that people want to know about.
Well, yeah, I've got a heap of songs, man.
Yeah. What's the plan? What are you cooking up?
The plan is to release an album.
Love.
And just basically get all the songs out of my phone, out of my head, and my heart into the live streams, into the platforms, and be Spotify, Apple, whatever, just so people can relate to it and just hold on to it,
How many songs do you have at the moment? Like,
well, in my phone, I've got about
on
12,
Spotify though.
On Spotify, I've got about 12 songs out there, and one I'm really
that's an album's worth. Pretty much, yeah.
And one I'm proud of is, that's not one of my popular ones, but it's called The Boys. And it's a song about that FIFO story. I lost a couple of mates to suicides last year, and a few of them wanted me to be on The Voice, and they're not, the only one's not here to see it. And this is kind of their story, and it's about mental health, and it's just basically an expression of what we do basically up there. And a few songs I'd like to release. There's one I'm working with Leanne Rhymes, so I'm working with a song. Yeah. I'm working on a song.
She's such a big fan of you, dude.
She's a legend.
You're in the top 3 Wrapped.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Man. That's crazy. She loves your stuff.
She is awesome, and she's always not just she's supportive and also a really good mentor, and still guiding me through how the music industry works and what I need. Like, I lost my voice 2 weeks ago, and pretty much gave me tips on how to still in touch, giving me tips, and doesn't get paid for this, what a legend.
Like vocal health stuff and just general singer advice. Because I think a lot of people wouldn't be sure if the mentors do continue on to mentor beyond the voice. Because they don't have an obligation. They're not contracted to.
They're not contracted to me. They don't have to. But her heart is massive, and she's an ocean that cannot be taken from. You know what I mean?
That's a lyric, bro.
Yeah.
Is that a lyric from the collab? Wait, so you guys singing together?
We're singing together, and
fire. You writing a guitar up, or she?
I played a bit of guitar on it as well.
Sick.
But yeah, the song is it's just a little duet sort of thing. Yeah,
get her in the lounge room and just bloody record the next #1 hit.
Yeah, well, hopefully, but we'll see. At the end of the day, I think it's a number one experience. You know, I don't know if it's going to be a number one hit or I don't know what's gonna happen. But
Hey, with Leanne on it,
yeah,
and
with
you on it,
with
man,
Leanne,
it's gonna.
oh,
Who cares if
dude.
it's a number one hit or what it is? It's gonna be a fucking good song.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is a good song.
I'm
It's-
excited as fuck for that.
Yeah.
All right, so that's probably like one of the big, exciting sort of coming off the voice project song-wise that people are going to want to be looking for is that Leanne Rhymes collab. That's going to be huge.
Yeah.
And talk to me about this next album, and you know, obviously, what's the direction? What's the vision for that? Has being on The Voice, like, did you already have this vision for an album before The Voice? Has being on The Voice changed that? I mean, it's given you some
look,
financial freedom to just go for it, and
Being on The Voice, regardless of The Voice or not, I would be releasing music anyway. I suppose we had the contractual obligations of the show, so releasing music only it only happens after that contract's run out. So
yeah, you can't release any music during the
yeah,
filming of the show
which
and
is
everything.
which is well, you know, it's the show. They're offering a lot of promotions. Fair enough for
Yeah.
that. But
But also, they should just let us release, I reckon.
Yeah,
Controversial take, but I
Yeah.
reckon just like...
and I think at the end of the day, like it's been a lot better contract compared to previous years.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
where
yeah.
people weren't able to release stuff for years and years.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's
that is
weird.
ridiculous. But
Way more, it was pretty chill.
yeah, it's
It was
chill
pretty
now, and yeah, I've got a heap of songs coming out. Got a song called Zion. It's about my little one.
Yeah.
And
And that's the one on your social media you got pinned up there.
Yeah, it's up there. I played it at Telethon.
Great song. Yeah, dude,
yeah.
the telethon performance was...
Thank you.
Spot
dude.
on, yeah, you
I
nailed
might. I actually might release the live version of the Telethon.
Yeah,
spot,
dude,
so,
it sounds
you know,
great.
Yeah,
It's a
thanks,
great
dude.
take.
Thank you.
So is the vision for the album just more of kind of the same as far as just like stories from your life, singer-songwriter, like musically it's going to sound...
Oh, it's not going to sound any different. It's going to probably...
Just that classic Reuben
it's
sound
gonna-
that
it's
people
just
know
gonna-
and love.
Yeah, it's just going to be songs that I banked up that came out of the darkest parts of my life.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm expressing it, just the progress. So, you know,
Mhm.
I have depress, express, and progress.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't express myself...
Like that, dude.
Thanks, dude. If I don't express myself, then I will probably be in that same donga that's comfortable and in that same hole that I crawl into all
Mhm.
the time,
Mm-hmm.
still beating myself up and not letting my soul shine.
You don't want to be
And,
coming home, but you're still in the donga.
Yeah,
You don't want that shit.
Nah, but it's
Cool.
It's
So you
just-
need that. That's your natural release, and that's
Yeah.
how you just move on with life and
Yeah.
process stuff.
and releasing songs. So the songs I plan to release now will be almost like a part of. You'll see a part of my life after
Mhm.
family. So all the songs that I've released before were pre-family songs.
Really.
You know,
So they've been written before all the kids and stuff.
Exactly.
Interesting,
So
yeah.
or while the kids, like, there were songs that were written before the kids. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Like early days and
Yeah.
okay.
And Walk the Line, actually, you know, Walk the Line was a song that's Leanne's favourite. And that came out of the time, like, you know, when COVID had hit and struggling with work and all that sort of stuff, just financial stress.
Oh yeah.
But now you'll see a lot more of my new life, you know, that I'm sort of kind of got comfortable with being a dad and all the problems and all the, like, baggage that comes from it as well, and like emotional baggage. And
Mm-hmm.
you have other people's stories as well, not just myself. I like to empathize with other people and tell
Mhm.
their stories.
Mm.
So a lot of the stories you're hearing are all of ours, all the FIFO boys, all the people I worked with and grew up with, and it's also their stories. Yeah.
But it's a beautiful way to honor your story, is to tell the stories
Of-
of, you know,
of
the people
others,
that have
man.
been part of your life as well.
Yeah, it's
And there's some important stories out there of people that maybe they've had chats with you and not that many other people about stuff that's going on, and
yeah.
you know.
Like, I have something to leave behind. We talked about this earlier. I'll have songs to leave behind,
Mm.
but this is something for you guys. If even if you don't know, if you might not have something to leave behind, even if you might not be a songwriter, you might not be someone that's going to be famous. I never thought or cared about it. I still don't.
Mm.
But if you might have broken relationships, broken things. You come from broken homes,
Mm.
but you can leave behind a little video. Like, if you've got kids, I would recommend doing a little video for them. Say like, hey, it's the 23rd of March, whatever it is, whatever date it is, and saying stuff like, oh, I love you. You're 5 years old now,
Mm.
and put it in a Google Drive or a
Mm.
Dropbox folder. And when they're 18, like, you might come from different relationships, and the other partner's not letting you see the kids or whatever the hell, but just release stuff. It's your expression.
Mm-hmm.
It is however you want to express yourself. Do it in your own time. You can cry to them or whatever the hell you want to do. Just release videos of this and put it in a Dropbox file, and they'll have it one day. Send it to your brother or
Oh, yeah.
someone. So someone.
It's an
for them.
amazing part of being like a singer-songwriter and creating music, and someone who can create music is that you do have that freedom to really start looking around and be like, where do I want to place this? What's the intention behind making it? Am I just making it for fun, which is fine? Hey, like, you know, make a song for fun, but there's potential there to do more stuff, like what you're saying. I wrote a song for my mum, and it was on her 50th. And I wrote this song. I had 3 verses, and like my other 2 sisters jumped on the song and they had a verse. And it's so funny because like we all kind of sing. I'm the only one that's really pursued it, but like they can all freaking sing. And my one sister, who the joke about her was she was the only one that couldn't sing. She was the tone deaf one. We'd always take the piss of her, and she was funny as. But I got her in the studio and she got on a verse, and it's like, shit, she's got an angelic voice as well. You know, so it's like actually gave her confidence of something she didn't know. And then we just got to put this nice song together, and it's just it's a testament. It's a, you know, you're putting your sort of stamp on a certain point in time, and it's something that mum can have a listen to. She might not listen to it, but then she might come back to it in years, and there's something about that. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful gift.
It is. Imagine my kids
what
doing
a gift,
dude. I wouldn't care about anything. I'd listen to this song on repeat. Look, this is like when I go to firefight. I've developed a new fear of flying, and mostly ever since my kids were born, I thought I wanted to see Mally grow up and watch him go through romance and all that sort of stuff. You know how it is.
Hell yeah.
I don't want to die on this plane. It's stupid. And every time I was afraid of death, because everybody is, basically the crux of anxiety is it's telling you your human body is gonna
don't have enough time.
It's going to go, rather than your spirit. Spirit's eternal. It's the ocean. Cannot be taken from. You know, but your body, you have to shake hands with the spirit every day and make deals with it. You know, go, how can I tap into my spirit today? How can I dance and be funny and have banter? And then your spirit's got to look after you. How can I eat healthy, and how can I do shit to look after my body, so we can both survive and both be fucking awesome. And but when I was on that flight, I'd listen to the little, like, you know, all the voice notes that the kids would leave behind, and I go, oh, if this bit of turbulence would kick in, I'm just like, oh, today's a day. I'm not going to be anxious about it. I've just put Malachi. The kids' videos are going, if this is what I'm going to, like, I'm winning. You know what I mean? So
it's a reminder of why you're doing it and stuff. Hey, as well, like, it's like, holy shit, it's for them. A lot of it's for them.
So you can only imagine if they wrote a song for me.
Oh my God!
You've just that to your mother. That'll be the wild card, dude. You know, you've just saved her from all worry.
Yeah.
You know, like on her deathbed,
she can have that.
She'll have this. She'll have this peace. She'll have this
crazy.
Heaven. You've given her a place. You've given her heaven before she actually gets there. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful.
So
yeah, I think sharing art in general is amazing, but like when you can really share art, it's another level of sharing it, isn't it? Like I wrote a song for you and I'm showing you, and it's about something you've gone through. It's to honor you. Like art's a great way to honor stuff like that. So do you believe in God?
Do I believe in God? I was raised. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Because I'm getting some spiritual vibes.
Yeah. I was raised in a Catholic environment. Held all the sacraments, got baptized, confirmation, stuff like that.
Nice.
Do I believe in God?
Bit of a dunk, little dunk.
Yeah.
They dunked me in Cooper's Pale.
Yeah.
Look, so I got baptized. Doink.
Yeah. Well, I'd be stupid to look. If I'd be stupid to take the weight of the world on my shoulders and feel like I control everyone. I'll turn into a controlling person. I'll control my life. And guess what? That's what a human does. The spirit doesn't control, because the spirit is eternal. You know. So do I believe in God? Yeah. I'll pull
God's a hard term though, isn't it? Because it's like God. That could mean, like, in a sense, I believe in a God, but like I wouldn't call myself a Christian or a Catholic or anything like that. But I believe in some sort of infinite, some sort of transcendent sort of dimension of things.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's a powerful thing when you take that weight off your own shoulders and you just sort of, I mean, I kind of like to think of it just like the universe, like is God for me. Like, you know, I'll just trust in the universe and trust in just, I guess, the way of the universe and just sort of submit to it a bit. I think instead of trying to fight everything all the time, sometimes you just take a deep breath and you just give in to, you know, the greater forces and let it sort of move through you. And it seems to,
man, there are times where I'll go to, like, I used to go to church on Sundays, and there's always this one person who's like praying louder than everybody else, and it's the same person that goes and judges everybody. Like, you know,
it's like spiritual narcissism.
Bro, yeah, sweet, peace off. If there was a God up there, would probably send a lightning smite. Yeah, anyway, it doesn't. God's too loving, you know. He's loving and kind. Anyway.
Well, who knows?
But who knows? And for me, my whole perspective is, I believe, you know, because it's tradition that I was raised with, the sacraments I was raised with, and the stories and Bibles, whatever that I was raised with. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use my apply it to myself.
Mm.
I'm gonna go. There is a God inside of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when that breath was breathed, there is.
We are creators
We are
ourselves.
yeah.
So we create.
And that is our spirit, our human.
Mm.
When you tell your human that, you tell your human that, it'll go straight to the head.
Tell the human, yeah.
It'll go straight to your head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But your spirit, it's something you should know, and
You have to trust in it as well. Like,
And I
it's
know
that faith thing, right? You got to have faith in something.
Yeah, I no longer believe, and I think this is what I must have been thought of before, and the spirit must have told me this one day in my dong or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I used to come back home, and obviously I come back after 3 weeks, and the missus is at home. I'm like, oh, this is my space. I'm passed out on the couch, and she's changed everything around the house, and we'll lie down in bed next to each other, and I'm going, who's going to initiate, you know? And I'm like, oh, I don't want to tap on her and make it in. I'm going, I'm not going to take from it. And the spirit spoke to me and went, the opposite of giving is not taking, it's receiving.
Right.
You know, and you cannot take from someone.
Right.
Because if you believe you can take from someone, then you believe you're the same human being. You believe you can be taken from.
Right.
And just like this bottle of beer, you're going to reach an emptiness after everything's been taken from it. Guess what? No matter how big this bottle is, you can't empty an ocean.
So you can't identify with any of that stuff, really. Yeah, you just sort of.
So you've just got to be the ocean. Like at the end of the day, you've just got to go.
Just
I
flow.
cannot be taken from.
Just fucking flow with shit.
Yeah.
And because I think the mind's so powerful that like. I think I figured this out when I was real young because I had so much crazy shit going on, and it was like making a choice of whether I would become bitter as fuck and just be like, everything's fucked, or force me to literally see it a different way that made me feel better. And I think it made me realize also with creativity, you can see the silver lining in any situation, almost pretty much any situation. So someone takes something from you, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to adapt, to try something different, to, you know, it's just to continue on your journey. And not hold on to this idea that someone's stolen something from me. It's like they haven't stolen anything from you, really.
They could never.
Because you are, like you said, an infinite fucking soul more than anything.
Like when you go through, you hit a wall for creativity.
This is getting deep, bro.
Yeah.
I was going to say, fellas, we're going to have to wrap it up sometime.
Yeah.
15 minutes now.
All right.
Righto, sweet. So yeah, we'll have to wrap up. Like we could talk about this for freaking hours.
We could go for a while,
bro. It's been a bloody pleasure because I've known you guys from the show.
Yeah.
And just being here, sharing this journey with you post show, and just being able to relate to something that's been happening. Look, you've given me a great space to kind of vent as well,
for
and
sure.
also a nice space to kind of showcase my music. And you've allowed me to be here in your presence, and you've created this today. You've made it happen.
Brother. You know, and I wanted to give you a platform as well to have a chat and get to know like you as you. And I think us doing this makes so much sense because we had this journey together as well, and we shared an experience. But I wanted to give people a chance to see you in the more casual setting, just who you are as a bloke. And I mean, we even talked about God, we talked about touring, we talked about music, lots of stuff. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on, bro. And I know it was a quick turnaround, so I'm glad you're here. And hopefully this is just the start of, you know, I get to watch your journey go crazy now, and you get to watch what we're doing. And yeah, thanks for being here, bro. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
First episode ever, Talk with York.
Legend. What an honor.
Appreciate you guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cool,
Thanks
guys.
very much.
Thanks, man. Beautiful.
Nice.